Governor Tony Evers is signaling that he will not sign a GOP middle-income tax cut.
He and Republican leaders are fighting over how to pay for that tax cut, and our Rose Schmidt is live from the state capitol, where the full assembly is taking up the Republican measure today. Rose?
Yeah, so Republican leaders say they expect to pass their $340 million yearly income tax plan today, which would provide a tax cut for middle-income families, and that would, of course, send it to the state Senate. Now, debate is underway on the floor now as the full assembly is convening to take up this bill, which would be funded through a one-time budget surplus. They touted their measure during a news conference today. Democrats argue that the bill is unfunded and was rushed through the state legislature. Evers said today he believes the budget surplus should be used for other purposes instead of this tax cut.
I think once we pass this and people across the state of Wisconsin start to contact their legislators, they start to contact the governor's office, we're hopeful it'll change his mind when it gets to his desk.
Until I see what they're actually going to pass and if they're going to pass anything, I'm kind of reluctant to say that we're abandoning ours. Of course, we always look for common ground, but we believe our proposal is the best one.
Governor Evers has a competing tax cut measure which calls for cutting taxes by about $415 million a year. Half the funds would come from capping a manufacturing and ag tax credit, something Republican leaders refuse to do. Evers hasn't said, though, how he would pay for that other half. And the Senate is scheduled to take up that GOP middle-income tax cut tomorrow, and that would, of course, send it to Governor Evers' desk.
Rose Schmidt live at the Capitol. Thank you, Rose.